Howdy folks, OK-GUNRUNNERS here. We are going to be doing a review of my most recent O-Lite and O-Buy purchases for O-Fan Day. Before we get into that, make sure that you like, subscribe, share this video. With that, let's get into it. Alrighty folks, welcome back to the channel. I want to apologize for my absenteeism. Things have been a little busy as of recent, and tonight is the first night that I've had to actually get out in the garage and produce a video. These packages have been sitting for the past 4 or 5 days, waiting to be opened, and unfortunately I had some other individuals order stuff with me, so I had to open the packages, and so it's not going to be an unboxing today. However, it will be a recap of what was purchased, and we'll kind of go over all the items included. There are some new items here that I have yet to purchase before. Some of them are familiar, but we're going to go through, and I think I ended up having about 5 different orders. So we're going to go through each one, what was purchased with it, and then we'll get everything sorted out on the table and do a final recap. So, I have already sorted some things out, so they're not going to be in chronological order as far as when I placed it, just everything that was in the different packages. So, first one from O-Lite, we've got I believe these are going to be the Secret 3 patches and the everything else. So we've got some swag thrown in here for different patches on their lights. I believe one of them to be the Secret 3 Pro. So anyway, we've got some patches, which will probably end up going on the safe, or I'm thinking about a patch wall itself. This one is the O-Pry 2, which is the multifunction pry bar. Let's go ahead and open it. So this is going to be a titanium alloy multi-tool, which is, I'm starting to get into the whole titanium type of collecting is more what it is. But anyway, let's go ahead, get it open here. I was fascinated with the concept of having a item that can be used and is made for prying. A lot of the time I've got a multi-tool with me as far as, you know, pliers and whatnot, or I've got a knife, and majority of the time I try not to use a knife as a prying tool. It's not technically made for that, but anyway, I thought it a good idea to invest in an item that is actually intended for that use. Alright, sorry about that. So as previously discussed, I wanted something that was going to have the pry bar capability without necessarily damaging other tools that I have on me. So you've got the pry bar surface here. You're going to have a bottle opener, you're going to have a slot for different size nut wrenches for tightening up nuts and everything. You do have some metric measurements here as far as inches and centimeters on here. It goes from 0 to 8 centimeters or from 0 to 3 inches on the top, and they are stippled in there, which is quite nice. And then over here, or I should say on the top, you're going to have your bit storage compartment here. And as far as what I've been doing to get it open is you're going to have a little thumb hole here, and I just use something to pry it open really quick. It's got a spring, almost like a ball bearing of sort, that keeps it retained as far as the pry door on it itself. So you're going to have 4 bits altogether, and I will get the specifications on them. I think it's actually on the back here. Yep. So you're going to have a Phillips and a slotted bit, a T8 bit and a T6 torque bit, a H2 and a H1.5 hex bit. So, excuse me, there are actually 6 different style bits included in the OK-2. And I'll go ahead and put those back in there, latch the door, and then as far as utilizing them, they just go into the provided slot up here. And it's actually got pretty decent retention on it. Obviously I haven't used it on anything yet, but I would be curious to see how well it holds up. Obviously the provided sizes and everything, you're not going to be putting a whole lot of torque into it, but nonetheless, this will be a everyday carry item for a while, and we'll kind of see if it gets the intended use that I'm thinking of. So it comes with the OK-2, and it does come with a bit of lanyard on it as well in the box provided. So I'm going to call it first item out of the box. Technically patches are going to be first, but first actual item is going to be the Opry multi-tool. That was the first purchase. And going on to our second order, we ended up getting our daily login gift. So we've got more CR123A batteries and more XR9 cell batteries, which I've been doing a little bit of digging, and I might end up purchasing the X9R cell that actually uses these. Not entirely sure when I'll end up getting that, but I've been on the lookout for one for a while now. So anyway, we've got our batteries in this order. We're going to have the O-Tackle utility knife. This one is going to be the donut skin, as it were, which I've used these before, and as far as would I say it's as nice as like a carpenter knife or utility box blade knife or something of that nature? It's close for everyday use items as far as opening packages, so, stuff of that nature, of course. It's a little awkward when actually trying to work with it for, an extended period of time. But nonetheless, it's a good item to carry. So I really do like it. I would say it's probably not for my intended use outside of, say, office work. But anyway, so we have the O-Tackle utility knife in this order as well. So that's going to be our second item, is what I'm going to class it as. And then our free daily login gift, which is Olight, the center, which is what they gave out for everybody. And these are going to be the, I'll get it right here, the i1R2 Pros. So, if you're not familiar with these, 180 lumens, 23-minute runtime, 5 lumens, 12 hours, USB-C rechargeable, and just overall a great keychain flashlight. And honestly, these were very inexpensive, so, you can always grab these for not that much. And with it being USB-C rechargeable, instead of going off of standard batteries, they're a good investment. So anyway, with the second order, and technically our third item, we got the O-Tackle utility knife and the Olight Center i1R2 Pro, right? Yeah. So that's going to be for the second, and then they did end up including a OFan Day wristband. And so anyway, I'm always thankful to get items, whatever it may be. So we've got patches, and now we have our OFan Day bracelet. So that came in the second order. The third order is going to be probably the largest order, so I'm going to kind of scoot everything over temporarily. and we might end up shifting the camera slightly to make more room. So, anyway, third order. We'll just go ahead and get them out of the way. More CR123A batteries and more XR9 batteries. So, yes, I'm still stocking up on these. It's hard to pass up on batteries, even though I may not actually use them for anything right now. I digress. So, anyway, third item. We've got our batteries. And then, since they were on sale, I decided that I might as well go ahead and purchase their i1R2 Pro series for Northwest, East, and South. And of course we ended up getting another Olight Center to complete the set. But anyway, these are going to be it. They come in different colors. And we'll just go through, read the description on pretty much all of them. North is going to be Soil of the Bold and the Brave, where adventure it waits. East is going to be a gold color, and East is the realm of the rising sun, where the future is bright and full of promise. That's going to be it for East. South is going to be red, and South is land of the fiery sun, where the spirit burns bright. Sorry guys, I'm having a hard time focusing these on here. And West is going to be the kingdom of the setting sun, where the journey comes full circle. And then we have their daily login gift center, which the point of balance and harmony where we meet. So, I think when I ended up doing the calculation on these, they were on the buy so many, get 40% off on the items. They ended up coming out to like 12 bucks a piece. So, I was like, I might end up collecting them. I might give them away as gifts. I'm not entirely sure yet, but at $12 a piece, I figured there's really no harm in getting them. So, anyway, I think I'm done keeping track of the amount of items. We're just going to start stacking at this point. So, moving on to the next one. These I am curious on for, a while ago I was doing Altoid 10s, and it's a never-ending project of trying to find the best and the smallest items that you can put in there. So, I decided to give the iMinis a try, which these are going to be 10 lumens with a runtime of 30 minutes, and these do take the 3 LR41 button cells. So it's not rechargeable, but nonetheless, I'm trying to think of the other one. I've got a Streamlight currently in the Altoids 10, which uses the same battery type. And I think these come out to roughly the same price. I think Olight, the iMini might have been $1 more at this point. So anyway, I'm going to try out the iMini and the Altoids 10s and see if it's something that I'm interested in pursuing as far as putting those in 10s and going from there. But that was the iMini. And then they also had the iMini 2 on sale, which is going to be the same concept. It's going to be magnetic. But this one is rechargeable, and it has, as far as runtime goes, at 50 lumens, which the other one was 10 lumens, so this one is going to be at 50 lumens, a runtime of 60 minutes, and this one is rechargeable, and I'm trying to remember, it's just USB-C rechargeable. So anyway, the iMini 2, I'd be curious to take them out. Obviously, you're going to have your USB-C tail here. That's going to end up taking up more room than the iMini, but you also get double the amount of runtimes and 5 times more lumens out of the iMini 2. So, I'll be interested to compare those two. Next items. They had the Olight O-Pen Minis on sale. And I got these intended for gifts. If you haven't seen, I've got another video out there with the O-Pen Minis, but 3.66 inches overall, and they do come with the ink cartridge already in it. Ink cartridges can be a little pricey to replace if you just buy them outright. Normally they'll run a sale on it or a bundle deal, so But anyway, we got 2 of the O-Pen minis, which are going to be in the, I believe they specify it as OD green. So anyway, those are intended as gifts later down the road. And we'll keep going here. We're fixing to get into some of the package deals over here. This was on the 40% off as well. So this is the Olight Gober. And tell you the truth, I've actually started using these quite a bit. We're fixing to go on a camping trip, and I've got a 3-year-old little girl, so I think I have 4 of these, and my intention is to clip these on, because we'll be playing outside at night and everything, so plan on clipping these on to her, try and keep up with her a little better. It's a huge place, so anyway, if y'all, you know, the intended use on some of these, really just for me, it is for kiddos, you know, they go out riding bikes or something, you clip this on the back of them, and they're a little easier to keep up with at nighttime. So anyway, we got the Olight Gober, and pretty much everything for the rest of this order is going to be part of the bundle deal, but I believe this is going to be the, I believe it's the Seeker 4, and to my knowledge, I think it's a bookmark. I think that's the intended use. Please correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I believe it is going to be a Seeker 4 bookmarker. So we're going to go ahead and put that with the rest of the swag. And next item, we're going to have a i3T EOS. These are going to be 180 lumens for 21-minute runtime. 5 lumens is going to be 16 hours of runtime, and they run off of a single AAA battery. So, anyway, got another one of those. Probably will be going in a gift basket. And since we spent so much at Olight, we ended up getting the Olight O-Lantern Mini, which has 150 lumen output and a runtime of 48 hours. So I'm probably going to go ahead, leave this in the box for now. I will do an unboxing probably later down the road, but I'm trying to get through this video as quickly as possible and not drag it out. So anyway, we have the Olight O-Lantern Mini that we ended up getting. And then, the only reason why I logged into Olight is the Olight Seeker 4 Pro. So this is going to be a 4600 lumen torch, essentially. So let's go ahead, read on the back here as far as specifications. I'll try and remember all of the upgrades that they did from the Seeker 3 Pro. I'll probably end up doing that in another video, and we'll do a tabletop review of this one, but just to give some quick specs, we've got 4600 lumen as the max lumens. It's going to be 2.5 minute runtime, and then a cool-off period. 1200 lumens is going to be 122 minutes, and then 600 lumens, 35 minutes, and that's on the turbo setting. So high, it's going to have 1200 at 135, 600 at 35, 300 lumens at 10 minutes. But if you step it down, medium's going to be 300 lumens for 11 hours, 65 meters of throw. Low is going to be 50 lumens, will run 60 hours, 25 meters of throw. Moonlight, which is going to be 5 lumens, should last 15 days and have a throw of 9 meters. So, one cool thing that I saw about this is the integrated charging on the holster. So I ended up getting an extra holster for it and an extra bracket for it. The intended use on the Seeker 4 Pro is going to be a daily carry outside of normal operating hours. Last night we ended up going to a rodeo, and one of my friends had his Seeker 4 Pro there, and I felt a little left out, but that's going to be my intended use, is to actually carry it on person. But it's also going to double as a car light. So basically with the horizontal holster and everything, I intend on putting it on the dashboard or somewhere easily accessible to where it can be charged while driving. And then when I am ready to get out of the vehicle, I have a separate holster already on me. It goes from one holster to the other and should technically always stay charged in that respect. So I want to open it right now, I really do, but I'm going to leave it here. We'll do a tabletop review hopefully soon. I'll put it that way, hopefully soon. So anyway, Seeker 4 Pro was going to be the largest purchase. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to scoot as much stuff down as possible because we still have more to go. Alright. So, next items. Bear with me here while I move you over. Alright. Next items are going to be from Obuy. Now, pretty much all the items that I got on Obuy this time around were either heavily discounted or free. I ended up going from, what was it? I went from platinum to diamond level on Olight, and with their new tier system, they ended up giving out those tier coupons. So anyway, I ended up getting a bunch of stuff from Olight, heavily discounted, and then pretty much everything else was free. So, some of the stuff I didn't need, obviously. There's a lot of stuff that I don't need. But I ended up going with it. They were $1 a piece and everything, so I was like, you know what? I'll figure out an intended use. And I have. So here is going to be the Obuy. This is going to be the dog sleeping pad. So, I should have thought about getting a tape measure out first. I think I can grab one, yes. Right here. So, the sleeping mat is going to be 27.5 inches wide, and get it spread out here. Total length on it is going to be roughly 38 inches, so 27 by 38. You know, my intended use is going to be a kid's blanket, basically. Throw it outside, you know, for the little ones that aren't walking or crawling or anything. I wish I would have had it last night at the rodeo itself, but I decided that I wasn't going to take anything else out until I got a video made. So, this is going to be the Olight sleeping pad for your dog. This was $1, okay? So, $1 for the sleeping pad. Next items, we're going down. Keeping with the theme, we have the Olife Paw Tour dog food bag. Now, when I look at it, I'm like, it could be anything, you know? It doesn't necessarily have to be a dog food bag. From what I remember, it didn't specify if it was technically waterproof or would shed water or anything of that nature, but just with the way the material is, the inside lining and everything, you can use this. I may not classify it as a dry pouch, but I would think you could use it as pretty much any type of rucksack, if you will. So anyway, we've got the dog food pouches. I have 2 of them because they were $1 a piece. So I said, you know what? We might as well get 2 of them. So anyway, those are going to be kind of a dry rucksack when I need one. We'll go ahead and throw these out there. We've got 3 different patches. It is Obuy's 1-year anniversary, or was, I should say. So we ended up getting 3 different patches, 2 different variants. So anyway, we've got our patches. And I'll go ahead and move on to my freebie items. I ended up getting a $30 coupon. I'm trying to remember, with no threshold limitation. So I ended up getting the 3 titanium items. We got the titanium straw, titanium alloy keychain clip, and the titanium magnetic quick release keychain, which I'm pretty excited about that one, to tell you the truth. And seems like there was something else. I don't remember. But I ended up getting all that for free, and it covered shipping as well. So, and the 18-liter dry bag, which, I mean, to me, they look exactly the same as the dog food bag, but I could be wrong. That was a free tier gift, and then the titanium bead, which is the OB T1, I believe is what it is. That was their free login gift, which I'm not sure I'll end up using that or not, but regardless, I ended up getting a bunch of that stuff from O-Life and O-Buy. Now, the other items that they had on sale, I believe they were $10 a piece, is the O-Life sunglasses, which I went ahead and opened one. I bought 2 packages. I went ahead and opened one because my other one's broke. And to tell you the truth, they're actually really nice. They're a little big as far as the frame sizes. So if you've got a small noggin like I do, it might look a little weird. They kind of bulge out on the side and everything, but regardless, for $10, they've held up nicely for the week. I will be curious on the scratch resistance of them, because the last pair that I got from I can't remember exactly what company it was. It came in a subscription box. The last one that I got, they have not held up well at all. So I'm going to be really curious on the O-Life sunglasses, on the lifespan of them. And let's see, last item on the table is going to be the O-Tackle A1. This is going to be their multi-purpose hatchet, and I do have an intended use for this one as well. And this is going to be part of the camping box setup. I wanted something that could be used for driving stakes, relatively easy, and for small wood chopping around camp and everything. My original thought was to put this on a battle belt. And I don't know, I still might try, but it seems a little overkill, mainly just for the prying capacity. You've got nail pullers, you've got, flat bar, and you've got you got something that can use for driving in something, back of a hammer basically, and then you've got the actual hatchet itself on it. So tell you the truth, the overall size is smaller than expected, which isn't a bad thing. Overall length is going to be about 13 inches, and width on the handle about an inch. But anyway, I think the intended use on this one is going to be part of the camp box setup, just something to have for driving stakes and small tasks around camp. The holster that is provided with it, it's Kydex on one side, well, both sides I should say, leather strapping, because you've got 2 points of retention on it, and it does retain well. I don't think it would end up accidentally flying out. Even if you were to brush up against something, you know, the snaps could come loose, but you do have 2 of them. And the retention system for the belt itself, I'm not too familiar with this type of the belt setup on it. I have another one that has a different locking system on it, but essentially this is going to, you're going to loop this through your belt, and you can change the width of your belt with these little tabs here, and you also have multiple points to where you can mount these particular types of belt holds on here. So anyway, looks to be an interesting locking system on it. Anyway, oh, that is the O-Tackle A1. Alright, last two items, which I won't dive into too much. We're going to have a hydration pack, and then we're also going to have a basically a running vest. This one has a ton of pockets on it, and it does have space for a camelback as well. You know what, I said I wasn't going to get into it too much, but we're going to have to look at it a little bit. So, let's see if I can get you some quick numbers here. Let's see. It's not looking like it. I won't be able to describe it very easily without going through it. But anyway, there are tons of pocket spaces in here. Some of them zip, some of them drawstring, and essentially all it is it's a running vest with lots of pockets and a space for a hydration pack in the back of it. So, we've got a running vest. I'm just going to have to start putting stuff down on the floor again. And then, pretty much the same concept. It's more of a vest as well, but they're calling it a hydration pack. So you're going to have space in the back for your camelback. You're going to have space back here for dry storage. And same concept, you're going to have zippered pockets. You're going to have drawstring closure pockets. And then you're just going to have open pockets as well. But there's something like 8-10 pockets on this thing, you know. So mainly I just got it again on sale. I think they were like $8 or $9 a piece. The vest, I forgot what my intended use was for it. I had an intention beforehand, but I think once I saw it, I wasn't sure it was going to work out. So anyway, that concludes your unboxing. I'm sorry y'all had to bear with that one. I could barely even listen to myself talk through this one. I am having a very hard time putting my thoughts into words, and just having a hard time articulating different things. So, quick recap. I think there ended up being like 6 or 7 orders here. So we're just going to do kind of a pan here over. We ended up getting the Seeker 4 Pro, some different holsters for it, the IR2 Pros series, O-Pen Minis, different batteries. We ended up getting the O-Lantern Mini as our tier gift, the iMini 2, iMini, the Gober i3T EOS, some different patches, bookmarker, a O-Fan Day wristband, the O-Tackle utility knife, the dog food storage or dry storage packs, some patches from O-Buy, the O-Pry 2, the O-Life sunglasses, titanium straw, titanium magnetic quick release keychain, the titanium alloy keychain clip, and the 18-liter dry bag, titanium bead, the O-Tackle A1 multi-function hatchet, and last but not least, the hydration pack, and the running pack, and the O-Life dog sleeping mat. So, anyway, thank you all for bearing with me on that one. Like I said, that was a bit of a torture for, I'm sure, all of us. So, anyway, thank y'all for joining me. Be sure to stay tuned for the next videos. I will have some important upcoming announcements. Hopefully by that time I'll be a little more a little more put together on the videos. So thank y'all for joining me, and until next time, this is OK Gunrunners.